Well, I got crazy glare coming in through the window there. But yeah, I thought I might say a few words to try to help myself wake up. And again, sorry for being a liar about the knee thing. But, you know, what can I say? It's just a pain. It's just a pain in the butt because you know, I'm not a tech guy and I have to set things up and get the angle right and all this stuff. And I tend to spend my energy doing like little housework things. Like yesterday, I had to. I'm hoping to get an aid worker today. I'm about to call on that, but I got to get something put up on that window because I got like a 6 foot, not like a 6 foot, but a 31 inch by 6 foot window that's just open with nothing blocking it, and it just doesn't work. Because if I come when I walk out the bedroom here at night, I have to have a light on so I don't fall, and that means if somebody's out on the street, they're gonna see me. Now, yesterday that probably wasn't a problem because we had a huge April Fool's joke here in Ohio, which was a crazy blizzard-looking thing. I don't know. It's like, yeah, there was a lot of wind and a lot of heavy snow, but it was warm enough that most of it didn't stick to the ground. But there's snow on the ground right now on April 2nd. But yeah, everybody was making jokes about it being an April Fool's joke and an optical illusion that there's like a blizzard. I mean, you can't really call it a blizzard when it's like 31 or 32 degrees and the snow, the ground's still warm because it's been pretty warm and the snow's not sticking, but it looked like a blizzard. So if you're sitting there on April 1st and you're looking out the window and you can't see the house next door to you for the snow flying past your window, it's like, so it's pretty crazy. But yeah, I did some work yesterday and I talked to what do they call those guys? Counselors. I talked to this counselor guy for a while, and his wife just had knee replacement surgery, which apparently I asked him a lot of questions about because obviously I'm sort of interested in it. Um, but he said like a week ago his wife had replacement surgery, so that might be something that I'll end up having to have. So I kind of wanted to know about it, and they put you in that fugue state for it. They don't knock you out like with general anesthesia, like with a major surgery. They put you in a fucked up state. They get you all zonkered, and you're awake for it. Which the last time I had anything like that, I was pretty aware of everything that was going on because I'm kind of a weird dude, and so I had to have like this camera thing shoved down my esophagus, and they were pumping me full of fentanyl and some other hypnotic um, sedative. I think that's what they call them, is hypnosedatives or something like that. But all I remember is a doctor would ask me some questions and I would be like coherent and clear in my answers, and he would like be hit him again. Because I remember like that guy did not want to be there. I remember him sitting there in a chair in his lab coat, and his arms were crossed like this, and his legs were crossed, and he looked all angry and stuff. And all he was there, I guess he had to be there because they can't have nurses just delivering heavy sedatives to people, you know. So they had to have somebody with some more clout there. So all his job was is just to sit there and watch and ask me questions. And he acted like, this is beneath me. I shouldn't even be here. But I remember that he said hit him again at least 3 times. They were like pumping me full of shit, and they were asking me questions. They're like, hit him again, hit him again. Ask me a question, and I'd answer it coherently. Apparently, I can hold my fentanyl like some people can hold their single malt. Uh, but anyways, if I was to get like a knee replacement surgery, it'd be something like that. But I'm of course in such bad shape that I would get a knee replacement surgery if anybody would agree to operate on me. Yeah, I'd do that. Sure. Um, but I can't get an orthopedist to even see me, let alone operate on me. But yeah, I definitely would get that done because there ain't no living like this. I mean, the only guy I met and talked to, extensively about having a knee replacement surgery, he had a brace on his leg and a limp, but he said it was still better than having a Baker's cyst because he had less pain, but he walked with a lot of difficulty. But that's what I'm doing now anyway. And he said he don't even care about that. He said I'm not in the pain that I was in because he was a little bit older than me and he had a Baker's cyst. And of course, I always tell people anybody that I've ever talked to that had a Baker's cyst, the first sentence that comes out of their mouth usually has an expletive in it, like "Oh shit, those fuckers hurt." It's really a painful thing. So he was just happy to be out of pain. But I don't know if they replaced his knee because of the Baker cyst or he had another problem. It's been too long since I talked to him. But that's an option. I was like shaky and nervous yesterday, and I feel kind of shaky and nervous today. But yesterday I talked to the counselor guy. I talked to uh, my case manager person at the psychiatric health outreach thing called Coleman, and I got a doctor's appointment. Hopefully, will be set up. But the way this place works is you call them, and then they call you. So I had like the uh, case manager put in a call, and they're either gonna call me. They'll call me first, and then if I don't pick up, they'll call her because they're dealing with like mentally ill people that can't do things for themselves. And I just told her like, look, I'm in a state of inertia. I was like, I don't want to do anything. I haven't eaten yet today. I've been awake for like 6 hours. It's like I'm just in that state of mind. I guess I could have waited to do this, but it doesn't really matter anyway. I mean, there's nothing really I can do about that glare, except for maybe get blinds, but even that's a problem. Well, I can. I found a sheet that I washed out by hand last night, which was stupid because I just had somebody go to the laundry and I didn't think of it. But I dug a sheet out of the closet that I'm planning on hanging on that window, so when I come out of my bedroom in the middle of the night, I don't have to worry about peepers. Why anybody would want to do that, I don't know, but people are weird, and it's just something that could happen. Like last night, I thought about it because the garbage cans are right there, and somebody was outside the window fucking around with the garbage cans. And I was like thinking, like, well, if I walked out right now, dude could see me through the window, you know. So, but I also had a weird thought. Is like, I'm gonna tell you this, but you have to keep it a secret. I'm gonna tell you this as a way to make up for this ridiculous glare thing. But where I stashed my contraband is around back there, and it's in a certain place that nobody would think of. But somebody might think of it as something that might be thrown out in the garbage. So last night I had this paranoid thing going on where I was like, this guy is spending a lot of time like outside this window right here. And see, if you walk like around here and back there, that's where all my shit is stashed. So it's like, what if this guy goes back there and for whatever reason throws out what he thinks is garbage, but actually has something taped to the roof in it that's very important to me. See, this is just me playing chicken with reality. Because I don't know, man. telling people, telling people like the equivalent of like, oh yeah, man, that's usually where I keep, my illegal firearm or whatever. Just telling people that shit online. Um, yeah. Anyway, so hopefully it usually takes 3 days for this place to get back to people, but they got my phone. I'll keep my phone on. I'll answer my phone and set up an appointment with these people and get a primary caregiver. I won't know I always say primary caregiver for some reason, but it's PCP. I should remember that, because it's talking about fentanyl. And yeah, but it's a primary care physician. I need a primary care physician because I got that thing coming up on Monday where I have to talk to somebody that's reviewing uh, my case as far as the aid workers coming in here. Now, I don't think Direction Home is, the name of the. I don't know. It's the letters that I get that have to do with the case managers. I don't get any letters as far as the food that I'm going to get delivered here in like 2 or 3 hours. So I don't know if they're associated with that, but for me not having a doctor currently, I could lose my aid workers for sure. That's a possibility, and I could lose those food benefits. So that's not exactly making me feel easy because that will make my life hella complicated. It's just getting worse, but it doesn't matter. Um, yeah. Let's see. There's nothing at all I can do about that. How come I can't block that? I seem to remember having like a video on here where I was like holding up a visor or something. Okay. Yeah, it's possible if you get the right angle to block that. You don't need. I won't be on here much longer. Famous last words, but yeah, I just want to tell you that I'm, you know, at least made an effort to have somebody help me make an effort. So hopefully I'll get a doctor's appointment. I mean, it may work out. It might not. Oh, this is getting ridiculous now. I'm just getting washed out by the sun. Uh, yeah, spring has sprung, as they say. So I just wanted to tell you that I seem to be fading into the sunset here. So what they call it, riding off into the sunset, except for it's the sunrise. So yeah, you can't see me wave, but goodbye. I just want to kind of tell you what was going on, and hopefully this will wake me up so I can make the phone calls I need to make. I'll talk to you next time.